Okay, before we do the meditation, just want you to think about, obviously you didn't play in the weekend, so you can think about a training session, or have you played any games yet? Okay, so you can think about the last game that you played. Charlie, you can choose one of the games or both of them, and then again, Travis, choose a practice or a last game that you played. I just want you to quickly go through in your mind a review of the game. Okay, so just think about like whatever comes to mind when you're thinking about, okay, I had that game on the weekend and I'm getting ready to play and train basketball this week. What do I take from that game and I'm going to use it for this week and as I go forwards. So just, you know, take 15 seconds, 20 seconds. I'm going to do the same. You just do it for me. Okay. Now, what I would like you to do now is, what's the balance of positive versus negative in what you did? Do you guys know? It's 50-50, 100-0. What is it? Roughly.
What, between positive and negative?
Yeah.
80-20. Yeah.
80-20 what?
Like 80 positive, 20 negative.
What about you?
Same, yeah.
80 positive,
Yeah.
20 negative?
I said opposite.
Yeah. So I would be more surprised at that.
I think.
Okay, cool. All right, that's good then. So usually players are very self-critical, and I think 80-20 on the negative side is a normal, even more than that. Most of the time, the players that I've worked with over the years usually are looking at the mistakes that they're making, and they're trying to fix them. You know, so things that they didn't do quite so well in the game or in the practice, and they're going, right, I didn't do that, I made that mistake there, had those turnovers, missed those shots, so I'm going to work harder next time. And that's fine. You want to be looking at the mistakes that you make and the things where it doesn't go quite so well. But it is important, and it's nice to hear that you guys are on more positive side. It is important to look at the good things that you're doing. So when you do a game review, you can have a look at the mistakes that you made, the good things that you did, and then we're going to add a third category, which is going to come from the talk that I did, I don't remember now, Thursday, I think, maybe, or yeah, whenever it was, last week, about the pen. And that is that anything that you want to, like any kind of success that you want to achieve in your life, is going to come as a result of how you treat other people. So the third category, when you make a game review or a practice review or a day review, is what did you do for other people on that day? Okay, so as an example, in the game from Saturday, let's say, you could have said, you know, maybe you made a conscious effort to help somebody else understand how to communicate on defense, understand the zone defense, understand that their role in the offense, you know, how to make the blast cut, how to, yeah, anything you want. Like, I don't know what it is. There's so much, isn't there? So the third category is, what did you do to help someone else? All right, and that's the most important one. But when you do this review, you try as hard as you can to make it balanced. So not 80-20 in any respect. Everybody makes mistakes, everybody does good things, and hopefully everybody is helping other people, but understanding that this helping of other people is the one that's going to plant the seeds in your mind for things that are going to happen for you later on. Okay, so we're going to do a short meditation which is going to go through this process, and you could have this one for your game reviews if you would like. Okay, so we will do, I don't know, 10 minutes. Feet on the floor. Sit on the front of the chair. Don't lean back on it. Back nice and straight. You can, if you ever you want to relax anything, so you want to have your shoulders relaxed, the best way to do that is to tense them. So you can tense your shoulders up by your ears for a couple of seconds, squeeze your shoulders, and then just let go. And then take a breath in. And that should help you to relax the shoulders. The spine is straight. The back of the neck also should be in line with the spine, so that if your eyes were open, you'd be looking just about in front of you, maybe just a little bit down. Take a couple of moments to pay attention to your breathing. Just watch it for a second. And then we will count to 10. So starting with the exhale, with the out breath, count 1 on the exhale, and then 1 on the inhale, 2 on the next exhale, 2 on the inhale. Extend your exhales nice and long, nice and slow, and your inhale should happen naturally, all the way up to 10. And if you get there and I haven't said anything yet, then you can just rest for a moment before we move on. We're going to go to your last game or your last training session, and I want you to choose one mistake that you made. It could be a basketball mistake. Maybe you were rushing on your shooting, or you forgot your defensive assignment, something basketball related. Or it could be a mistake that you made with another person. Maybe you got angry. I don't know. Maybe you got upset at somebody else and you shouted at them or something like that. But choose one, just one mistake, and you're just going to admit the mistake to yourself for now. Just replay it, have a look at it, just admit that you made a mistake. Now I want you to make a commitment to not making this mistake again. Now you have to be careful with this one, because if it was a turnover, You aren't going to be able to commit. You're not going to be able to keep this commitment for a long time. But see if you can commit to not making this mistake for a period of time. Maybe it's one day, maybe one session, maybe one time when you go in the game for a period of time, 5 minutes, something like that. So just make a commitment that you think is suitable. I'm not going to do this mistake in the next practice session or the next day. Next, we're going to now leave that, right? Leave that alone. Now we're going to celebrate something we did well. Choose one thing that you did well and enjoy it. Remember it. Lastly, it doesn't have to be in the last game. Just think about the last time that you were able to help someone with anything. Choose a person, choose whatever it was that you helped them with. Remember it and enjoy what you did for that person. Before we finish, think about making a commitment to helping somebody today. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Seeds begin very, very, very small. But the smallest seed can grow into the biggest oak tree. So start small, picking up a piece of rubbish, helping somebody find their way to a classroom, opening a door for somebody. Small things like that. Make a commitment to helping somebody have a nicer day today. Finish with 3 breaths. Deep breaths, breathing in gratitude for having a chance to sit outside and meditate. When you breathe out, you are breathing out that gratitude so that it may touch other people, brighten their day. Ready, you can open your eyes, move your fingers, stretch a little bit. Okay. Very good. Any questions? Comments? Wonderings?
No, just I should just go often.
It's nice to be able to do it outside. In England, especially now, from now on, you don't get many days where it's like this. So if you can give yourself a couple of minutes when it is like this to get outside, it's very, very important for you. You know they say, what do they say? You are born into the world, right? We say that, like you are brought into the world. It isn't true. You came from the world. The world created you, right? You are of the world. So this here, the sky, the grass, the trees, like all of this stuff is part of you, and you are part of it. Just like in a basketball team. You are an individual, but you came from, you can only exist as a part of the team, and the team can only exist because of you. So embrace this stuff as much as you can. Thanks guys, amazing.